My feelings about his story, after hearing his point of view, it kind of gives me more clarity about Desmond's feelings. When he lost his job, I did feel a sense of being overwhelmed and stressed. Before Desmond and I were even dating, I was overwhelmed because I became a mom straight out of college, and his father was not consistent. I was just excited for someone to give me a chance and be able to pay me so I could take care of my child. It would have been easier to take on a dream in that stage. YouTube has always been something that I love to do, but it's not something that I would quit my job for at this point, or probably ever, unless I knew that I could take care of my family, because I have too many responsibilities. And living with my dad, he got sick last year, and for the first time I had to really be a grown-up and put my big girl underwear on and help take on some bills. But even then, it was still a support system. And then Desmond came along, and Desmond and I got serious, and he ended up living with us. But he was pulling his weight while he was working at the county, and it was me contributing money, my stepsister contributing money, my stepmother contributing money, and we made do. I decided to really take on the journey of looking for a home. That was something I always wanted anyway. But Desmond and I, we ended up getting engaged, and that's when I really took it seriously. We did the whole home buying thing, and my dad kept telling me, like, you know, I know you want this newer house. If you get something that's more, you're not seeing it now, because right now you're contributing maybe $500-$600 in bills, but the bills per month for this house with all these people living in it is maybe 3 times that. When you get your house, it'll be you and Desmond paying for everything. And I got it, but I didn't really get it until maybe the 2nd or 3rd month in the house. So all the arguing wasn't that I didn't love him or want to be with him. It was just that I saw the potential in him, and I felt like he was settling. And so when he lost his job the way he did, I was pissed, because you were finally about to make more money than I made, and I could finally be a wife. And every woman that's married, everybody's opinion, well, a man should provide, a man should do this, a man should do that, my husband does this. You know, you're hearing all that from everybody else. And honestly, other than my father, the relationships that I saw have been a struggle. It's a partnership. I didn't grow up rich. But I was young, like 4 and 5. My dad was wealthy, and he lost everything. But that was the only time in my life where I saw the man work and the mom stay at home, and it's just him carrying everything. I still don't think that it should be that way, but I do think that a man should provide. I do think the man should be able to pay the majority of the bills by himself. But at the same time, in a way, I think the woman should be able to do that too. Why? Because when my dad got sick, he was making more than my stepmother. He was carrying all that weight, and she was helping. They were a partnership. He was like mortgage, she was like utilities. But to see the struggle, like if we wouldn't have all been there working together, we would have fallen. But that's the whole thing. Both of you need to be able to carry that. Yeah. One person shouldn't have to carry it. And so when he lost the job, I felt extremely frustrated, tired, overwhelmed, and I went into panic mode. Like, you know what? My cousin, she's a manager at this place, and she posted like literally 2 weeks ago, she looking for 3 people. I let her know, and he lost the job on the 1st. He was working there on the 10th. Desmond did not like the job. Desmond's job that he had before was so professional, and it was very relevant to his degree and his passion. The job that he took is they pretty much hire anybody.
As long as you can wear a shirt and move some stuff around, you can work there.
So with that, I was just happy, because with him picking it up that fast, and then the job pays every week, and they're off on weekends, and they're off on holidays, I was like, well, it's not exactly what you had. You're not wearing a suit and tie every day, or a collar and a bow tie, but you're able to have that family time that you said you wanted. We could really work together cohesively, and it wouldn't be a strain. And then with planning a wedding, we could really start working on buying stuff and have about 5 or 6 months to do everything and actually get everything done. So you're able to still take on your responsibilities and still contribute to the bills. And it's temporary. That's the way I saw it. at the same time, the situation inspired me because I thought about how he settled in his role. And I thought about myself, and I'm like, well, hey, I've been settling too. And it was a lot of changes going on in my role as well, where I saw people leaving because they weren't happy. There was a lot of negativity, but I knew what I wanted and I knew what my passion was. And I started to research, build relationships, do my best to grow because I wanted to do something with social media, communications, writing, because that's what my degree is in, that's what my passion is in. Y'all know I've been rocking on YouTube since 2008, making videos since 2009. I've been a partner. And so I wanted to bring that to work with me. Not necessarily YouTube, but something tangible that I can bring and feel passionate about. And now I will be in a comfortable position, but I worked my ass off for it. It was a lot of negativity. It was a lot of people telling me what wouldn't happen for people. It was a lot of people telling me that I wasn't going to be able to grow. And now it's like, it's a stress that's kind of gone, but at the same time, now it's Desmond's turn. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to start a business right now. And I'm just asking God just bless my business and let it thrive. That don't mean I'm going to be a millionaire. That don't mean I'm going to be Caneworks or Stuff for Greeks or any of these other people. I might not reach Nike level. It might only be a small business. But if I can get up and go to work and be happy every morning, provide for my family, look myself in the mirror and say, you know what? I did something I really wanted to do, I really loved, and I really cherished. I'm okay with that. Nobody can take that from me. So, this was a long video. Thank you guys for listening, for watching. Don't forget, comment, rate, subscribe, and it's exclusive for Instagram, Growth Strength Clarity on Instagram. All of those wonderful things. Thank you so much for being my sounding board.